Hi guys. Hi Stitch. Good to see you. So, ignore the title in the chat. That is wrong. I don't know why Stream Elements has done that, but hey ho. I mean, it also started the stream and then turned it off and restarted it, so bit of a glitch today. But yes. So I did say at the end of the last Star Wars stream that I was going to let you guys pick which quest we do today. I did forget to put it in the Discord, but I have got the poll all set up and ready to go over here on Twitch. So if that's something you want to be a part of, if you are on another platform, do come over to Twitch and then you can help us pick which quest or side quest we're going to be doing today after our triumphant defeat of Darth Malgus in our last stream. So yeah, I will start that now. There'll be a 3 minutes to be able to vote on it, so cast your votes. You should be able to do that on the poll, Stitch, rather than just typing it in the chat. But I see which one you're picking as you've put it in chat. So, while we wait for that, how has everyone's week been? For me personally, I went and played Commander at the local comic book shop for Magic the Gathering on Sunday. I enjoyed that. So that was something I haven't done for a while. Had a good 3 games. I even managed to get a board wipe off. For those of you that don't know what Magic the Gathering is, it's a card game that where you cast like creatures and spells and stuff. And one of my opponents had like loads of creatures out, and basically we were all gonna die next turn, and he knew it, and was like being super cocky about it. So I managed to draw a card that would wipe out his entire field within so that he wouldn't win next turn. He did end up winning because he had the mana to rebuild his board faster than everybody else, but it wasn't next turn, which was my goal. So we managed to pull that off. So the poll has closed, and 3 votes were cast, and thus the dice have decided. It looks like we are doing Call to Arms. For some reason, that is supposed to put one of the emotes in. I don't know why it isn't. So... that's a little annoying, but we'll just move past that. So yeah, looks like we'll be doing Call to Arms. Let's jump into the game then and get that started. Give it the obligatory 1 second. There we go. And we can just click this little handy button here. That's the thing about the side quests. They've got those little handy little teleportation buttons that get you to the right spot to be able to activate them. So... I actually think this might create a plot error. But I'm not 100%... I don't 100% remember when we got this quest. But I'm sure Darth Malgus was involved in this. Anyone that was involved in a previous stream, let me know if I'm misremembering, but I do feel like he was involved in this in some regard. Which, now that we've killed him, would completely change this storyline, if I'm right, which I'm probably not. Don't mind the jump, I forgot to click off of there. Off the pole. And it doesn't like it when I click away from the game. Okay. We're doing Call to Arms, so we want to go to there. Thanks, taxi man. Do you think, like in universe, obviously we don't see it in game, but like in universe, do you think the taxi rides are as awkward for the characters as they are for us in real life? Like, do you think they ask like small talk questions to their taxi drivers as well? Because I could just imagine that a Sith How long you been flying?
Tell the Red Shrike to hold position until they're patched. They're not doing us any good.
Yes, sir.
And get those engineers a shuttle.
Moffenir, Darth Malgus sent me.
My lord, it's an honor to commit myself and my fleet to your cause. The Sith shall...
I don't actually know that, Stitch. You've asked me a lore question I'm unfamiliar with. So that is something I will have to look up and get back to you on either a follow-up stream or after BRB. Or if someone else in the comments knows the answer to this.
Most men in your position aren't eager to work with me.
I'm proud of earning my position, but a great Moff must be selfless. We live and die for the Sith. Tell Darth Malgus we're ready.
I knew it! This quest is for Darth Malgus. I just killed this dude!
Strike force. The Emperor's prisoner, the escaped Jedi Master, has unwittingly led us to the Nanthri system. That is the location of the Foundry, an ancient alien space station embedded inside an asteroid.
The full capabilities of the Foundry remain a mystery, but the Jedi Master
Hi.
who discovered it will do anything to protect it. The Republic fleet is already on guard.
How you doing? "100% agree. Star Wars is one of my top favorite franchises of all time. I even named my dog Obi-Wan. I'm good, thank you. Just recoiling from the fact that we're doing this side quest after we did the main story where we had to kill Darth Malgus. So, like, we're kind of currently working for Darth Malgus, even though in the previous stream we killed Darth Malgus. So, canonically, it doesn't make sense. But obviously, this is a game, so I'm just doing the side quest after the main quest. So, it's a little out of order.
You said the space station is of alien design.
Yes. Built by a species that once ruled the galaxy.
But other than that, I'm good. Yeah, thank you.
Primitive. Our Jedi Master knew their secrets well.
We are en route to intercept a Republic cruiser carrying supplies and reinforcements to the Foundry. We will immobilize the cruiser with a tractor beam. You shall lead the boarding party. Once the cruiser is captured, you can use it to slip past the Republic defenses and infiltrate the Foundry itself.
Now you'll see what a Sith is capable of.
Once you have the cruiser and begin your attack on the Foundry, we will engage the Republic directly.
You must not underestimate.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a really good game. It's just like because I've chose to do the quest. Well, because me and chat have chose to do the quest out of order. It's a bit disjointed. So obviously characters are alive that should 100% be dead.
We have them.
Get to the airlock and take that ship. It's the only way
All
we
right,
can reach the
see you later, and will do. Hope to see you again. Here we go.
We've scanned the cruiser for life signs. There's a full battalion aboard, along with a team of Jedi Knights. Be cautious.
Oh, Jedi. I hate the Jedi in this game because all they do is bloody heal themselves all the time. They're annoying.
Boarding parties go. Go.
Feels weird being this lower level, guys. We were level 50 in the last stream, but we've been lowered to level 32. These guys die way too easily. If you've got any more questions, Stitch, I'll see if I can actually answer them. But that's like an old lore question that I'm not aware of. The only thing I can think of is Death Watch, but I wouldn't know. It feels like it's in the same historical period. While I know a lot, I don't know everything. So. There we go, dead. Take out the medics first. Awesome. Kind of carving through these guys so far. Done.
Ow, that hurts.
Yep, there we go.
Think you scare me?
Oh. There we go. Yo. How you doing?
Engineering, but the Vanguard is headed for the bridge. Regroup and protect the command deck.
I gotta find me Twi'lek first. Where'd she go? Where was she? Well, she... Will you stop dying?
Gee, thanks.
Got her. It's a good job we can res her, innit?
I love Jeff, he's my favorite shark. He can even walk around Central Park. This guy's amazing, man.
Are you ever not going to be obsessed with Jeff? Stitch. That is a serious question. Because the amount of times you play that sound, or the other Jess sounds that we've got. I'm glad you're good. I'm starting to wonder when are you ever, when if ever you're gonna stop being addicted to Jeff. Because that's what it feels like to me, an addiction. Never Jeff is awesome. Well, I can't argue with the fact that Jeff's awesome. I did that once and you all collared me for Jeff slander. So I will never ever say another bad word about Jeff again. Why does it keep doing that?
You think you scare me?
Reinforcements to deck 3, 7, and 12. We need more time to escape that tractor beam.
Why'd they engage in another Really? We have an objective here, guys. Darn NPCs. Seriously, sometimes I do wonder what they're playing at. Yeah, give me your money. Right, do not engage with anyone else. We're completing the mission. Unless we have to, obviously. I'm sick of that dude, them running off. I know he's the tank, so they go after him, but like... There we go, they were all dealt with. Republic War veteran. Okay. So there we go. Which droid's got the most damage? This one. Okay. Just trying to get this. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, the Jedi are all... It's the consolers that are annoying. The Knights, they're easy. Well, they're not easy, but like... I think we need more Star Wars content. Like, new Star Wars content. Because...
Oh, how?
Well, that was delayed. Is that only just play? Did you leave at any point, Stitch, and come back on? I don't know why there's a delay to it then, that's weird. These Republic commandos really think they stood a chance after I took out chuffing Jedi. Yeah, this guy should be a little bit hard. He's a veteran, but we'll see. Oh, I've just noticed she's not actually fighting. There we go. I was wondering why some things were taking longer than I thought they should. She wasn't helping us out. Why does it not auto-select? And why do they always run? Keep running off.
This always does the trick.
There we go.
Captain Yeldo to Master Donaire. We've identified the enemy vanguard. Intercept immediately.
Okay. So we're almost up here. Here we go. There we go. The Jedi I dealt with. Again. The one thing I have noticed is that they do reuse their character models quite often. Which I don't blame them. It's just very obvious.
You will not pass. I am Jedi and I will stop you.
Well, none of the other Jedi have stopped me.
You are formidable, but the Force will guide me. Defeat me and 100 more will come for you.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Defeat me and 100 more will come for you.
Oh, he's one of them. He's healing himself. I hate these guys.
You are formidable, but the Force will guide me.
You gotta keep hitting them. Oh, they just heal. This is what I find annoying about Jedi. They're just constant healing as you're hitting them.
You are formidable,
Because
but
it
the Force will guide me.
just means you're constantly in the same loop. Over and over and over again. Until you can get them low enough.
There is no death, only the Force.
Like that. See what I mean? How tedious that actually is.
This is Captain Yelto to the Imperial boarding party. I admit you have us outnumbered and outgunned. You know we're not going to escape.
You're awfully confident for a woman who knows she's beaten.
This vessel is powered by a Type 4 hypermatter annihilator. Right now, I'm disabling the safeties and rigging it to self-destruct. In a few minutes, you, me, my ship, and half your fleet will be reduced to stardust.
I'm going to kill you, lady.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Maybe don't tell me what you're planning.
Galaxy's about to be down. One cute
There we go. Yeah, you can blame me, Captain, for your deaths. She's the one that told me what you guys were doing. So, If you die today, it is on her, not me. Even though I'm the one killing you. There we go. Republic scum.
If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
I do like it when it doesn't think I'm a threat. Because it underestimates everything I'm doing. Okay. Hi again. We're still currently in the mission to thingy, but they're trying to blow up the ship. So yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bit locked in trying to get this guy to actually die. Thank you. The hell took so long there? I don't really need it, but you do. Here we go. Don't forget, if you are watching on other platforms, we have a lot more interactive stuff here on Twitch for you to be able to do with your channel points.
Scare me? Here we go again.
There we go. So, if you... So with the Force powers and stuff, I tend to use lightning a lot, but I do think that Force Choke, the ability to use Force Choke would come in handy a bit. Because could you imagine being able to stand here and just choke them out one by one without having to go anywhere near them? Also, an auto select mode would probably be really cool. I'd love a game like this, but set in, like, not during the Empire, because that's kind of like Force Unleashed, but set like during the sequels. I know the sequels have got they're detractors and stuff like that, and they're not perfect, but I feel like being able to explore that era on your own would allow for like the story to deepen without having to actually focus on Rey and everything going on there. Like, allow you to play as a Knight of Ren or an Imperial Stormtrooper or a member of the Resistance or a Jedi. Hi, crazy chick. I hate it when it does that. Oh, thank you, Stitch. And thank you for remembering to put it in the chat because it doesn't come up for me. Okay, that's intriguing.
For the captain! For the Republic!
All right, Ben 10. I've been watching Bleach as well because my cousin recommended that I watch it, to be honest, I'm also a big Critical Role fan. You can't see them because they're a bit lower down than the rest of on my shelf, but I've got tons of D&D books behind me. I'm a big D&D nerd, and basically, while I'm watching Bleach, all I can hear in like any background character or currently one of the captains that have showed up is Liam O'Brien from Critical Role. It's literally all I can hear. Like every time his voice comes up, I get taken straight out of the story and I'm just like, that's Liam O'Brien. If you say so, Ben. The reason I'm mentioning that is because that voice actor clearly is the same voice actor that plays older Ben in Alien Force. It's literally all I can hear when I hear him say stuff. Got him. There we go. We made it to the bridge.
Get the tech team. Shut down the self-destruct.
Blast you. All of you, get off my bridge! Is this some great victory to you? Using a fleet to capture one ship?
You, soldier, make her silent.
On it. What about the rest of the crew? Should I tell the boarding parties to begin executions?
Oh yeah.
Show no mercy. Let all who oppose the Empire
We're going full dark.
fear.
Acknowledged.
Bloody work, but necessary. When the operation is complete, we'll broadcast the names and faces of the dead as a warning to the galaxy. More importantly, the cruiser is ours. Preparing it for the assault on the Foundry and its Jedi Master now. I have completed my task then. We need to make a few repairs and get a crew in place, but we'll be ready shortly. In the meantime, I offer congratulations and suggest you return to the flagship. Darth Malgus wants to speak to his strike force.
Don't know how he's gonna speak to me when I killed him, but sure. There we go. That was easier than I expected. And for once, Stitch, we did not die. To anyone else watching, it's become a running joke between me and others in chat that I die quite often. And Stitch is the main culprit for winding me up for it. So...
Moffania, you said Malgus wanted to talk.
Yes, while we're refitting the Republic cruiser.
You have done well, all of you. Had we such strength in the last war, the Treaty of Coruscant might not have been needed.
We're honored, my lord.
But now, a greater challenge awaits. I have studied the information from the Republic vessel, and I am now certain of the Foundry's nature.
I was only talking about that specific mission, so I haven't actually jinxed anything yet, but...
What have you discovered, Lord Malgus?
The Foundry specifications match those of 3 other space stations known by history.
We'll see.
Each of these legendary stations could manufacture technology on a massive scale. One xenoformed planets, another built fleets of ships.
The Star Forges.
The Foundry creates endless armies of droids, commanded by the Foundry's Jedi Master, a man very likely mad after his long imprisonments.
If this man controls the Foundry's armies, we need to know how he thinks.
At his prime, he was a powerful warrior, a general and a skilled tactician. A legend to some. Now, I cannot say. Moff Veneer, you may proceed.
The Foundry is built into an asteroid surrounded by the Republic fleet. The cruiser we captured should pass their blockade without
I
interference.
think they're talking about
We'll fly the
Revan.
cruiser directly to the Foundry and lead the ground assault, while our ships jump from hyperspace to engage the fleet.
The Foundry will be ours, and you will eliminate the Jedi Master.
The Republic will not forget this day. nor will the Jedi.
It isn't just the Foundry we fight for. We fight to prove to the galaxy that the Empire is unstoppable. Glory to the Sith and to the Emperor.
Kiss my ass, you ass kisser. Who's ready? Okay.
Helmsman, set course for the Foundry.
Yes, my lord. Laying in course. Any words to the crew before the assault?
Our ancestors fought the Jedi 1,000 years ago. You continue their work. You fight for the Sith and for the Empire.
Course set. Engaging hyperdrive.
Here we go then.
Transmitting authorization codes to the Republic fleet. They're allowing us to pass the blockade. Approaching the Foundry. Receiving transmission.
This is landing control to Republic Cruiser Doran Sky. You're 6 hours off schedule. Is there a problem?
We had to adjust course to avoid an Imperial patrol. Nothing to be concerned about.
Understood. You have permission to dock. You can wait aboard the ship while we run the final security checks.
We're docked. Estimate 2 minutes until our fleet arrives and the battle
Okay,
begins.
so let's
If
see
you
what
disobey,
happens.
I suggest you take the offensive.
Feels weird being the one in charge of the ship that will probably get invaded. Giving me real Vader vibes. Over here.
Imperial ships have jumped out of hyperspace. Lock down all sections. Repeat, lock down.
I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Well, that lasted like all of 2 minutes for him to realize that we were Imperials. Didn't it? I think you might have been right, Stitch. I may have jinxed it. hit me with the womp womp. Can't believe you hit me with the womp womp stitch. So I just learned recently that finally MJ has broken up with Paul in the Spider-Man comics. I don't know if everyone's familiar with that storyline, but my god is it god awful. I haven't actually been reading Spider-Man because of it. Basically, Peter and MJ got trapped in a pocket dimension. And there was this dude called Paul. I can't even remember it properly. I just remember that there was this dude called Paul there, and there was only enough tech to get one person out. So Pete, they all decided it should be Pete, you know, because he's the actual hero and he's the one that could actually figure out a way to get them all out. So Pete goes back and burns a few bridges. He even steals from the Fantastic Four and everything to get tech to get MJ and Paul, but mainly MJ because that's his girl, out of this pocket dimension. And then when he gets back, time moves differently in the pocket dimension. So MJ and Paul have got kids and have been together for a couple of years by the time Pete shows back up. So she kicks our boy Pete to the curb, and for the last 3 years she's been in a relationship with Paul. She's gained the Venom symbiote for some reason. And now she's finally broken up with Paul. Some people are like, hey, does that mean Pete and MJ can finally get back together? Personally, if Pete gets back with MJ now, that's after the character assassination that they did on her character to make this whole Paul situation even work. If Pete ends up back with her, they'd have to retcon it hard to make it like it was mind control, or Paul was a robot the whole time, and a trap from Mysterio, and none of it was ever real, and MJ just didn't notice. Or she's still in the pocket dimension, and all of this has been like her hallucination. But even then, it'd be a hard pill to swallow. Pete's gone through a hell of a lot since then. Like I said, I haven't read most of it. I know that at one point he got all the sins of the Green Goblin and went a bit nuts for a bit. And he's currently in a relationship, I believe. But I couldn't stomach the Paul stuff, so I left it. Mainly because it was just ridiculous how they did it. But I do need to get back into reading comics, I think. Need to re-engage my Marvel Unlimited subscription. Because that's the, to be honest, that's the easiest way to keep up. I only tend to buy the books on the ones that I really, really want to have in my collection. The rest I read digitally. So but now like I said, I've just got back into Magic, the Gathering, so that's been fun. Bought a couple of packs. I'm gonna upgrade my decks that I've got. So looking forward to doing that. Played D&D at the weekend. My partner DM'd. It's not very often I actually get to play as a player. I'm playing as a Dampier who's a bit of an asshole, and he feeds on vitality, not blood or anything like that. So I flavored it that it's a bit like Rogue from the X-Men. And I made out with two drow people the other day in the campaign to get my fix before we went on a long road trip, because I've only just met the people that I'm on the road trip with, my current party, and I don't want to like have to divulge the fact that I'm a Dampier to them yet. But there is more to my character, which I don't want to say on here in case anyone else in the campaign is there, in the chat watching the stream.
You think you scare me?
I was auto running then. I didn't even do anything. That was wild. So I've actually got D&D again tomorrow. I've played it. This will be the third time I've played it since Sunday. Because I did it at the Carer Centre where I do it for charity. The other day. So on Monday. So I'll be doing it at the local library with my friends tomorrow. So and I'll be DMing. So yeah, we'll be picking up where we left off. They were about to, if I remember rightly, they were about to jump on a pirate ship and sail to a location from a previous campaign where their old characters were became lords and ladies at the end of the last campaign, and one of their previous characters became a pirate king. And now their descendants, because it's years later, rules the seas around there. So they're gonna get to see what's happened since their campaign last time and how things have changed in the location and things like that. It's gonna be quite entertaining, actually, especially how certain legacies of certain characters have panned out, because there are certain characters within that old campaign that were a bit dickish, is probably the way to put it, and they were designed that way and everyone was cool with it, but they were a bit dickish in their persona. But that's not how history will remember them. Because obviously no one wants to be remembered as a bit of an asshole. So history will have a completely different idea of who this guy was than what the players will, which means their characters will think of this character completely different than how...
I am the master of the Foundry. Once the Emperor's prisoner, now the man you've come to destroy.
Than how they do. Which I'm looking forward to how that plays out.
I'm here to take the station. You happen to be in my way.
Maybe you believe that, but your masters have other priorities. 300 years ago, I found your empire in the stars and stood against the Emperor himself. I was betrayed, defeated.
I paid the price as the Emperor ravaged my mind over centuries. But I gave him nothing. I am proof that the dark side can be resisted.
You say you're a Jedi. You say you fought the Emperor.
In my time, servants of the Sith invaded the Republic. I gave up everything to seek their masters, and I discovered Roman Kaas. I've seen the Emperor's corruption. He and everything he's built must be destroyed, or the galaxy will suffer forever. You don't need to die with him. Surrender, and you can wait out this war as a comfortable prisoner.
What should we say, chat? I want you guys to pick this one. So this one is gonna be entirely up to you. You don't have to use your channel points for this one. I want you guys to pick this one because this is a big decision to make. And you guys originally designed this character. Middle one, anyone else disagree with Stitch? Okay, number 2 it is then.
Talk to me. We can work for peace together.
I've been betrayed one time too many. You leave me no choice but to turn the Foundry against you. These machines are extermination droids. My infinite army. Farewell.
Okay, so that did not go how I think you were expecting it to, Stitch.
Imperative. Extermination units converge on intruders. Psycholocutor and observer specialties report to control.
If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Give me 1 second, guys. There's a weird... Can anyone hear like a squeaking sound? Is it coming from the game? Or is there something wrong with my headphones? Because I can't tell. There's like a squeaking sound in my ears. I can't tell if it's coming from my sound system or if it's actually in the game. Can you hear it as well? Okay, thank you. Thank you for clarifying, Stitch. I couldn't tell if it was in the game or not. And it was like really doing my head in. I'm gonna, if we're not thingy, I'm gonna take the headphones down then, because I'll only put it up for chat, for when we're chatting to someone, because that in the background is really annoying.
Observation. This assault is hardly an adequate test of foundry defenses. Please provide more organic meat bags to slaughter.
Alright, wait, this is pretty easy. These are pretty easy to take care of. Easy peasy. When did she die? Where did she die? Well, there we go. First death of the game. Before we jump back into that then, I'm going to go to BRB. I will be right back and I'll see you guys very soon. Hi guys, I'm back. I think the music dropped and then started playing a completely different playlist. So we're back to the playlist that is safe for Twitch. That had me worried a little bit, but luckily I caught that before thingy. So we've sorted that out. Thank you, Stitch. Good to see you. So we'll be continuing our quest through to claim the Foundry from what looks to be Darth Revan. So let's jump back into the game. It has rebooted us. It does do that with a little bit of a time thing, but it shouldn't take us too long to get back to where we were. So you were right, Stitch. It literally is the game. The minute I loaded straight into the game, all I can hear is that whistling, mousy sound. So definitely the game there. No, attack. We need to heal. We need to heal. What? Oh, to play. Well, you can't really play them, but you can play a Wookiee, I think. So I would have to say Chewie, based on the fact that you can only, to my recollection, you can only actually play a Wookiee. But if you're asking who I prefer over C-3PO or Chewbacca, it's Chewbacca all the way anyway, because Chewie is like the GOAT, ride or die with Han all the way through the original trilogy. So, and he stands on business. So, yeah.
Think you scare me?
No, Veth, you're gonna have to die, I'm sorry. I'll res you once these are dealt with.
Thought I was a goner.
There we go. That gave her back her health as well. Not all of it, but some. There was a droid in the bloody closet. Because of course there was.
Objection. My master promised you would die horribly at my
If I
hand.
die, I'm
At
going to
this
haunt
rate,
you.
You'll perish well before then.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but no, I'm not gonna die at your hands or your little pets. They're gonna die at mine. For we are the Emperor's wrath. The little force field doesn't really hold up. Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you there, OJ. An EMP would like literally just make this mission entirely useless. I mean, most of these creatures are weak as shit anyway. You'd think they'd be harder, but they're not. But yeah, an EMP would just 100% do this entire mission. You'd wipe the floor. To be honest, you'd think Force Lightning would have more of an effect. You can see it does slightly more damage than when I hit them with a lightsaber. But like, to me, it should get like a status up. I mean, they have something similar to EMPs in the Clone Wars. They just barely ever use them. Look at those ball things that Jar Jar Binks uses in the battle for Naboo in The Phantom Menace. Like, they're basically electrified EMPs. Energy ball things that just shut down the droids on contact. Yet we don't see them used at all through major conflicts in the Clone Wars. And I feel like that's a really stupid thing.
You have been exceedingly sporting during our hunt. I am HK-47.
Exactly. HK-47, I was right, this is Revan.
It is now my burden and joy to command the Foundry's mechanical armies.
Oh, fucking Darth Revan.
I didn't think Jedi believed in assassination, or built droids to do their dirty work.
Commentary. I am often pleasantly surprised by my master's moral compass. The extermination droids are my master's crowning achievement. They are equipped with bioscanners capable of detecting...
If we had EMP nukes in Star Wars, though, it would just be Star. There'd be no wars. Like, at all.
I'm surprised your master had it in him. Maybe he'll be a challenge after all.
Commentary. As much as I'm looking forward to butchering our enemies planet by planet, I have missed the personal touch. Your bones will make excellent trophies to commemorate my return to assassination.
Oh my god, we're fighting HK-47.
Prejudice set to maximum.
Exactly, like you are 100% spot on with this. They have no countermeasures for droids, but they have a planet buster. I feel like the Empire's R&D department was lacking a few screws. All it would take was the rebellion to reinstigate the Separatist army, and like, I'm sorry, I am 100% sorry. The stormtroopers are no match for the Separatist army. Palpatine specifically made the Separatist army weaker than what they should have been, because he wanted to prolong the war. If those droids had been programmed right, they're not losing. I don't know. I really don't. Droids don't really stand a chance against the Jedi, but to Palpatine, he'd wipe them out. Palps thought he'd dealt with the Jedi. So I don't understand why, when he repurposed the Sith, he didn't just rebuild the Empire, just roll out a droid army. Look at the Dark Troopers that Moff Gideon was planning to use in The Mandalorian. Everyone else was shit scared. The only person that could actually stand on business against the Dark Troopers was Luke. If Luke hadn't have shown up when he did, I feel like Mando and that would have took out a few, but like, these guys are programmed specifically to execute you. You're not dealing with it. Vader, 100%. Palpatine's a master manipulator. He manipulates everything into his advantage. But Vader just brings the aura. So, like, Vader 100%, no questions asked. Do I think Palpatine could have actually formed the Empire had Anakin not joined him? 100%. Do I think it would have lasted as long? Yeah, I do. Because he'd have found other ways around dealing with Jedi. They wouldn't have been as effective. But we see through his Inquisitorius squad that Palpatine's not afraid to turn other Jedi or old Jedi into his army. But Vader just brings the swagger.
My master will appreciate my efforts here.
There's just something about little orphan Annie. And when you think about it, that description actually works for Darth Vader.
Activating assassination protocols level 2.
That makes him not be able to not just aura farm. Take the scene in...
Extermination units, converge.
Take the scene in Star Wars Rebels, for example. When he flies in to deal with Kanan and Ezra on a freaking... TIE fighter, while piloting the TIE fighter with the Force. Only to that's an interesting one, OJ. Windu is a master of Form 2. He is a master of the fencing style of combat. In a one-on-one duel, he is the master at controlling his opponent lightsaber. The issue comes in with the fact that Mace doesn't use a traditional lightsaber combat style. That he uses a pod, which channels the dark side within himself and within his opponent back at his opponent. It's kind of like I can't remember the name of the martial art, but there's the real world martial art where you use your opponent's strength against them. That's how Vapod actually works. So the thing is, the fact that Count Dooku is such a good duelist is actually a detriment in a fight against Mace Windu, because Mace Windu is just gonna push that strength back at Count Dooku. I think Mace takes it, and I think he takes it by a wide margin, and it's only because of his unique fighting style. When you look at Form 2, it's ideally suited for dealing with people like Obi-Wan. And Anakin in their first fight, where it's just aggressive swings. Anakin in their second duel, however, where Anakin cuts off his hand. In the movies, they do. They actually do duel again in Clone Wars. It's a bit more calculated. Anakin is more precise with his swings, which is why Dooku's more methodical strikes aren't as effective the second time round. I feel like the fight with Count Dooku between Anakin and Dooku on the Invisible Hand, I believe it's called, if my memory is acting up right, it shows, it foreshadows to me the way that Vader will eventually come to fight, because Vader is more, he's aggressive, yes, but he's not reckless. He's controlled aggression, Vader, whereas Anakin was, at least in Clone Wars, or Attack of the Clones, should I say, was pure fury in his strikes. It was not controlled, it was not calculated, it was not anything except wild, furious swings at Count Dooku, because he wanted to get it over and done with as fast as possible so he could go back to Padme.
Commentary. I hope my master will appreciate my efforts here.
Okay. We have a glitch in the game. Can anyone see the opponent?
Retraction. You're not entirely unskilled after all. Activating assassination protocols level 2.
There is no target. Oh, if Palpatine never told Dooku to hold back in their final fight on the invisible hand, then yeah, that's not going Anakin's way, because while it was definitely a glitch, while Anakin was showing more signs of being that cold, ruthless, aggressive fighting style of Vader in that fight, he was still overconfident. I think that can be summed down to the fact that he's of the line, "My powers have doubled since last we met, Count." And as we see by the end of the film, Anakin's overconfidence is his undoing. Because I've seen it a lot in discourse, especially with newer fans, and no shade because we were all had to start somewhere, but I've seen it with a lot of newer fans asking how Anakin was able to defeat Anakin was able to defeat Count Dooku at the beginning of the film, when Count Dooku defeated Obi-Wan with ease, but then Obi-Wan manhandled Count Dooku, manhandled Anakin at the end of the film. And that is exactly how it's phrased. I don't think Obi-Wan manhandles Anakin at all at the end of the film. I think it's actually a straight even fight between two people that have trained side by side for years and know each other's movesets, which is why they're like constantly spinning their sabers rather than actually fighting, because they're trying to predict the next move of their opponent because they know how the other one fights, which I think it was a brilliant way to add that in. I feel like to go back to your original question, if Count Dooku went all out on Anakin like he does Obi-Wan, then Anakin is losing that fight. Again, because of he's just too reckless to think things through properly. He would 100% feel like he's above Count Dooku in combat skill, only for Count Dooku to be like, you think that was my true skill level, mate, I'd go toe-to-toe with Yoda as an equal and survive. How many people do you know that can do that? Come on, tell me. And then he would sever Anakin's other hand. That's literally how I see that going. If I'm being 100% honest with you there, OJ.
Slaughter programs loaded.
Not even... Again, it stems back to the fact that we've got the same issue that we always have when it comes to this scenario, and that's Vapad is the issue, because if we're going on pure power and that Vader is stronger than Mace Windu, but Mace Windu's Vapad allowing him to reflect that power back at Vader/Anakin, while also having Shatterpoint, which allows him to specifically see the weak points in a person's fighting style. Vader loses, but I think it's a smaller margin than it would be between Vader than Mace and Dooku. And to answer your question, Stitch, Vader wins against Maul, in my opinion. I feel like Maul's character is one built on the fact that he never learns. Never, ever learns anything. Doesn't. He failed in Phantom Menace because of his arrogance, pride, and hubris, thinking that he'd already won because he killed the Jedi Master. So he overlooked the skill level of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and basically gloated by springing his lightsaber backwards and forwards across the floor, which led to Obi-Wan Kenobi's victory over Darth Maul, big time. Then we have the fact that he goes up against Sidious in the Clone Wars TV show with his brother Savage Opress. That hubris leads to the death of his brother Savage Opress. And I did also forget to mention, thank you for the cheer, Stitch. On top of that, I know that Anakin was brash and hubris and all that stuff, and that is what led to him getting his limbs severed. But the difference between Darth Maul and Darth Vader, in my opinion, and you can agree and disagree with me in the chat. Made me jump there, Stitch. I did not expect that. You can agree with me and disagree with me in the chat. Feel free to. But I think the difference between Vader and Maul is this. After Anakin got his limbs severed and he was placed inside the mechanical suit to become Darth Vader, he learnt his lesson. He adapted. He fixed his fighting style. He knew that it was his own arrogance that led to his downfall on Mustafar. And he was ready to not let that happen again. Where Maul will never ever learn that his own skill may not be better than his opponent's. He thinks he's the smartest person in the room, and he will not hear anything to the contrary. If you tell him he is not the smartest person in the room, he will kill you if he is able. If he is not able, he will die or be seriously injured trying to prove you wrong. And somehow he'll always blame Obi-Wan Kenobi for it. Both Vader and Maul had their lives changed by Obi-Wan Kenobi. The thing is, Anakin chose to adapt to his new reality, whereas Maul never would. Exactly. And I feel like that is the reason Vader triumphs over Maul in most, if not all, confrontations between the two. I think it's said best in the final season of Clone Wars when Ahsoka goes up against Darth Maul and she defeats him, and he was like, I was hoping for Anakin Skywalker, and she just responds, if my master was here, you're lucky my master didn't turn up, or Anakin Skywalker didn't come. Which, when you think about it, if she's saying that about Anakin, then Vader is another kettle of fish. Because I think I've said it here on the stream before, but it's my personal headcanon that if Anakin and Vader were to ever fight, that Vader would win, only because Vader understands through his loss to Kenobi not to be brash and charge head first, where Anakin has yet to learn that lesson. It's nothing to do with power levels, but to do with
I'm going to haunt you.
Retraction. You're not entirely unskilled after all. Activating assassination protocols level 2. Extermination units, converge.
I need to repair my lightsaber because it's currently broken. Which has got me a bit of a disadvantage. Oh, I knew that would come in. Bless me.
Auto programs loaded.
Oh. I think we're gonna have to exit the area and fix the lightsaber. Because normally you can go to a droid that would help you heal, but it doesn't look like there is one. Probably because all the droids are against us. So I'm gonna have to go back to our ship and see if There's a way to repair our lightsaber there. We just need like a vendor or a healer, anything along those lines.
Please use all products only as intended.
Or one of those. There we go. We got what we needed. Using a lot of emotes there, Stitch. Yeah, I never can. If it's not the Jeff one with you, it's the Mario one. Summon back our droid. You really do like using the blurb, don't you, Stitch? And there's the return by death.
Commentary. I hope my master will appreciate my efforts here. Retrench. Activating assassination protocol.
Seriously? The Jeff Jaws. I know you're obsessed with Jeff, but...
Extermination units, converge.
Fatality.
Okay. Someone's been saving up their channel points.
Are you sure?
Well, it's starting to feel that way. That's like the 5th one you've used.
Slaughter programs loaded.
Alright, we're gonna spam this guy full of lightning.
Warning, excessive damage sustained.
Got him. I only took a few deaths, but we got him.
Arise.
Okay, that one was good timing. I like that one. There you go, I've took the loot for you, OJ, if you're still here.
Scare me? Help me.
There we go. I mean, we can use this because we're outside. Hey! We can actually use our speeder.
But they're not retreating.
Oh. Not one of those worm things. I hated them from the place where we were before.
Can you hear us? They're using the Foundry's weapon system to hold back our fleet. You need to
There
take
we go.
control.
I'm coming.
This always does the trick.
Oh, I always forget that they follow you. Got it. Way, we're inside. Oh, there's a chuffing Jedi Master. The worst part is, like, when you're in the middle of these, there's no way to save this like there is in most games.
If I die, I'm going to haunt you.
Here we go. There we go, shut that down. Frickin' Jedi. Okay, why does that Jedi companion have a bloody lightsaber? Oh, it's his champion. I read that wrong. I feel... That is dyslexia for the win, guys. I read...
Attacking the ship. We can't maintain a comm channel.
So we're doing all right here. We're it. Die, you stupid Jedi defender. Ace, we shut that down. Grab the loot so that chat don't yell. There we go. This is where your EMPs would come in handy, OJ.
Scare me?
Oh, we'll clear out this bit and then hopefully that should be the end of it and we can end stream there. There we go. Jedi are dead. Oops, almost went the wrong way. Trying to get to the inner sanctum without having to fight too much. I know that there are certain things we're not going to be able to get past without fighting them. Do you know what? I've always looked up so I can see the health bar, and now I've just realized it always appears at the side of me. Egg on my face or what? There we go. I need to move away to heal a little bit. There we go, we should... There we go. We're almost to the inner sanctum. We'll go, that's dead. Okay. That is a dodo. Here we go. This is probably going to be one hard fight.
He waited loyally for 300 years. I can rebuild him, but it won't be the same. Can't you see you're on the wrong side? The Emperor is death. For you, for me, for the galaxy.
The Emperor is forever, and he has given us the power to rule.
All you'll rule is a graveyard. As a young Jedi, I went to war. I accepted violence and darkness.
Okay, here we go.
To me from across the galaxy. He made me a Sith Lord and named me Darth Revan. I killed for him. I turned on the Republic. But I have found redemption.
"300 years ago, the Republic didn't know the Empire existed. How did you get the attention of the Emperor?"
I discovered hints of your empire on dead lost worlds, Korriban and Malachor. The Emperor felt it, and he summoned me. I nearly destroyed the Republic, and that nearly destroyed me. When the Jedi returned me to the light, my memory was shattered. It took me years to track and confront the Emperor.
Here we go.
I tried to end him, and he murdered my companions and locked me away.
What am I supposed to learn from all this?
I want you to know we're enemies for a reason. All those years in his prison, I could feel him in my mind, drawing on my connection to the Force. But I was in his mind too, fighting him. Only I've been both Jedi and Sith, and found clarity in the Force. Only I understand him, and his death is my responsibility.
Oh, God. What? Oh,
You think you're the only Jedi who's ever fallen? You're one of thousands, Revan, and you're more deluded than most.
Think what you want. It doesn't matter. I've saved the Republic twice before. I've fought Mandalores and armies of the dark side. You won't stop me.
oh shit. This is fucking Darth Revan. Darth Malgus was one thing, but my God, this is not going to be easy. Oh shit, man.
Power of the Force in balance.
Whoa, that was a powerful force push. I thought I was dead then, guys.
Never fought anyone like me. I was Sith. I am Jedi.
Yeah, I know that, mate. I know your bloody lore.
Never fought anyone like me. I was Sith. I am Jedi.
I think he was Sith, and he is Jedi.
As the darkness takes me, I am nothing. Now I know how you felt, my friend.
I thought I already did this once. I think that's all the backpacks. That should give me enough room.
This is station control to the Imperial fleet. The Foundry is ours.
Fantastic news, my lord.
We did it.
Battle, but we're mopping up the last of the Republic ships now. I assume the Jedi Master has also been eliminated?
That Jedi Master used to be a Sith called Darth Revan.
Yes. That's a matter we should discuss in person. As soon as we're secure, we'll conference with Darth Malgus aboard the flagship. You have my congratulations and my admiration. Fenir out.
We did it. So we'll just exit the area, go speak to that guy, and then we'll be done for today. I don't know what I'm more surprised at, that we actually managed to defeat Darth Revan, or that we didn't die once during that fight.
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
What are you guys more surprised at? Because personally, I am torn between the fact that we managed to defeat Revan of all people, who obviously was nerfed for the game, but like, or exactly. So it's not just me then. I'm totally baffled by the fact that I managed to pull that off. Yeah, I'm trying to return to him, but where do I go? Not telling me. Are you using the bat? That's evil. I can't use that word now. Well, it could have been worse. You could have used any of the words out of the catchphrase. Okay, what? I don't understand. Where am I supposed to go? I thought you was back over here.
Travel route is confirmed.
I didn't notice you sit up straight there, Stitch. But I'll do that now towards the end. I was locked in. Oh, of course.
The battle is won, my lord. The foundry is ours.
And it shall be a fine weapon, once wielded properly. This is how the Empire will prevail, not only through superior armament, but through superior individuals. No other Sith could have struck such a blow, or defeated the heretic Revan.
You honor me.
Our teams are going over the foundry. It'll take some work, but everything should be salvageable. Even the HK unit if we bother.
It may have useful memories, and it could be upgraded. Regardless, we have a new army, and a victory for the ages. One to prove no would-be Sith or Jedi Master is a match for the Empire.
Celebrations have begun on Drummond Cass, and soon the cheers of the people will become a battle cry as the true war begins.
The Republic will fall, and the Empire will crush its enemies one by one.
Enjoy the fruits of your success. With your help, the galaxy will become a much different place.
Okay. So now we've only got the Rise of the Hutt Cartel and Immediate Vengeance to do. I will leave it for you guys to decide. I will, in the next stream like we did this time. I think that worked better than putting it in the Discord. But with that, we will move through to the end of our stream. So, thank you everyone for being a part of us taking down Darth Revan of all people. And I will see you on Thursday, same time for Skyrim, as we continue our campaign with the companions. Stay nerdy, everybody.